Beautiful words on journalism by Anna I can't pronounce this, sorry. A very famous Russian journalist who made a name for fearlessly reporting from the lawless regions of Chechnya, where she opposed the Chechen conflict and the Russian president's office. She went through arrests, survived one incident of being poisoned, continued reporting, bagged numerous and prestigious international awards, but at the end was unfortunately shot dead. Is that what an honest journalist deserves? The answer surely is no. Is someone working towards an environment where they can fearlessly survive? Is someone really worried about their concerns, fears, apprehensions? Have we instituted a process to regularly applaud, recognize, and motivate them? Guess the answer is still no. We expect the world from the journals and the newsrooms while we are having dinner comfortably back home. We expect the truth, we expect honesty, we expect fearless reporting. But rarely do we pause to ponder about the ones who have actually done all this, but have barely got recognized for their priceless contribution. Rarely do we make that special effort to celebrate this fearless journalism. I am glad that Anurag and team have put together this evening to do so. I am glad that they have chosen the few who have contributed immensely in reporting, packaging, and presenting the news to us with the help of Sanjay, who I heard is the chairman of the jury. So congratulations, Anurag, Naval, and team for curating this evening, where we can speak, discuss, and debate about news broadcasting and journalism at large, and also recognize and applaud the ones who have made the difference to this field. I quite like the theme of this evening, redefining TRPs, trust, respect, and points. I think it is extremely essential for all news channels to take a step back and relook at their objectives. The viewers are smart enough to understand the difference between a genuine story and the one which is spiced up to gain traction. I'm not sure if the viewer are still interested in the animated flames on the screen or the story behind it. Print, as they say, is the validation of a news story. In the digital era, where news is broken out in 140 characters, people still pick up the newspaper the next morning, not just to read the dated news, but to validate the same, to read the analysis of the same, to read the impact that it might cause on their lives, their nation, and the economy at large. Why can't news channels deliver this? Why should the viewer only get the view to view the race of all these news channels of reporting a given story before anyone else does, and not the analysis behind it? And I'm, of course, not talking about just other news channels, but including my own group's Z Media also here. What makes us think that a first access to a story gives us an edge over other channels? As I mentioned before, the viewers are smart enough to gauge the difference, and they are already finding it entertaining enough rather than informative. I don't think they care about who reports it first, but they certainly do care about how it gets reported. While defining the theme, the team at Exchange for Media pointed out that some small regional GEC channels match the numbers of the biggest news channels. Although it's an unfair comparison, but if you still aim to derive logic out of it, that's because the regional GEC delivers value and establish connect with its viewers. They resonate with their requirements and simply deliver. The day news channels start doing this, I'm sure they will not need any special effects to gain viewership. I think the expectations of the viewer from the news channels have risen way higher today. Let's also look at some of the positive side. Let's see how empowered every citizen feels today being amidst the private news channels. The citizen knows that he or she has the platform to raise his or her voice. The viewer understands the power, weight, and potential of a news channel when they see the journalists or the anchors interview government representatives right till the Prime Minister with honest and straight questions. They feel relieved that someone is asking the questions on their behalf. They feel secure that there is a medium in place which has the guts to ask these questions. But what they are not being served with is the solution. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I think news channels should aim towards. Solving problems of the common man and not just reporting them. Acting as a strong catalyst of change for the common man. Benefiting the common man by using its potential and power in the right direction. Once this starts happening, the rest will follow. Whether it is the ratings, the advertisers, the likes or the tweets.
झी 24 तास रहा एक पाऊल पुढे.